It has been too long. It has been way too long. It has been a really long time. Well, let's just say when it looked like things were gonna hit the rotator, ceiling rotator, I decided to get, well, the getting was good, and I moved to a third world hellhole. People have this idea that books are this thing, that they're just a thing. They're a thing that goes on another thing. Like you got your little thing and you got all these little things, and you just, I'm just gonna read this thing. I'm gonna just flip through this thing, and then, you know, that's what we have now. That is the reality that we have been dealt. Here, one of these things. This is where books come from. The books are inside of this machine, and you just push the little arrows back and forth, and you can move around inside the book, and the book comes to you, you know, like right in your face. There it is on my screen. That is the way we read. But this thing here, you want to talk about fragility? This thing is fragile. Let me back up. A long time ago, there was this big library, the Library of Alexander. The Library of Alexander got burned to the ground by the Byzantines, and all of the ebooks in that collection were destroyed. So people got smart. They quit putting them on these little things, these little I mean, they weren't like we have now, they were made of stone, but they quit putting them on these things for a reason. That reason is called the invention of paper. The Egyptians invented paper books, people. Up until the powers that be started selling us on this Alexander Library thing, we had books like this. This one's called A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. This is actually a survivalist book. This is about how to survive and thrive in a grid down situation. It's all in code. I mean, the tree represents something. Brooklyn represents, you can't, when you see Brooklyn, don't think Brooklyn. But this book, this is a book. But you're actually turning these things by hand. Some of you still remember before the powers that be got into our collective. There's a picture of a horse in this book. The horse is not a horse. It is not a horse. Let's take a look at the advantages. The advantages are this thing can light on fire, but it's not going to explode like an e-reader. That would just explode. So this here, you can actually mark your place. You can physically mark it. You can go like this, just fold it down. Where was I? Oh no, where am I in my book? It's not an oh, look at that. No digital file. Let's say I am reading along here. It talks a little bit about war. Talks about food prices skyrocketing. And then down here it says, then there had to be orange juice. I can actually go like this. Yep, and I can do this. This is obviously code right here, but I can mark it and I can start looking for connections. But what about the fall? Fall, orange. Orange is the color of the leaves in fall. You see that right there? Had what? Had what? Orange fall. This is a prophecy, my friends. This e-reader is dead right now because it does not have electrical charge. A book does not need electrical charge. But let's say there was a word on this screen. I could underline it, sure enough, just like that. I could say word. Yeah. Okay, so I underline the word. Well, then what? Then what? I change this page, and if this thing was not dead because of an EMP, this would go to the next page. This would not be underlined correctly anymore. That would be superimposed on another thing or phrase. That's why they want to take it away from us. This is what they did. They took it away. This is what they don't want you to have. This is what they want you to have. So what are we going to do with this? We're throwing it away because this is your future. integrate down situation. Thank you for watching. By the way, I want you to subscribe to this channel so you live. You will live if you do what I tell you what to do. Super Duper Prepper 77. Live, thrive. Don't let Alexander's mistake get to your survival library. Live. Wow. Whoa, 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 wow, wow, wow. It is all here.